Good morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yes, the JPY has been on crazy steroids since yesterday. Imagine taking a trade. I think I plotted this yesterday, market book, and has been skyrocketing ever since. An amazing trade, actually. Amazing trade, right? So, okay, now the question is, it's how do you keep jumping on a trend like this, right? When the markets kept keep hitting new highs, new highs, new highs. Like let's use yesterday for instance, from 4 a.m. perhaps, it's been hitting new highs, new highs, new highs, new highs. How do you trade this kind of trade, right? This is where your Fibonacci comes into play, right? This is where Fibonacci comes into play. First of all, working with any highs and low you want to work with, all right? So let's say for this particular case, this is a low, right? This is a high. You're looking for a point of entry, of course, this fair value gap here. And sometimes situations like this, the market don't get to respect the whole 50%, blah, blah, blah. Most times it does, when the market is trending really high, it does like 38% or so. So this is like a 38% retracement before continuing, like very, very strong trend, 38%, and it continues. Now, all you're gonna do in this kind of situation is first off, marking this trend, right? This low and this high, right? Projecting something above. So let me use it this way. This is the high. This is low. I want to work with. I want to work with this low. Of course, I believe you are seeing my 50%. I believe it's so clear. Right? So if I decide to jump into this particular point, right, I can decide to shoot for either the 150% or 200%, right? So I am entering here. This is like an all-time high because if you set to check back in the past, there is no reference point unless you go to like the hour or 1 hour, or unless you go to like the 4 hours or daily time frame. So working with the 15 minutes time frame, I can get in here at this fair value gap. I get in at this fair value gap, right? Project my long position at any point in between the fair value gap, my SL, just below the candle that gave rise to the gap. Then shoot for 200% or or 50%. Right. So this is like a healthy 3.5 per hour. You decide to shoot for 200%. That's like 5.8 per hour. And see how smooth it is. Right. So let's project. Let's do an active projection for today. Okay. So this is about this. Let's take this one out. And then this, take it out as well. Now, when the market has on that trend, this is a high, this is another low. Let's say you want to enter this level gap 2. You just repeat what we did here. You mark from doing the same thing, right? Doing the same thing, this high and this low, right? This is 200%. Your entry is at this fair value gap here. Exactly the same thing. And if you watch, it's still, since a very strong trend, they kept doing 38%, 38% retracement. None came to 50%. Right? It's a very strong trend. So this is my favorite gap over here. Market came, respected it. Right? I got in with my entry, my long position, any points here. And of course, set my stop loss below. This upper candle that give rise to the favorite gap, whatever. Shoot for my 150. This is giving me like 2.5%, 2.5 RR, or 2.6. Or I shoot for 200, which is giving me 4, 4.23. All right. You enter at this point, you close at this point. So if you enter, you enter this trade by 5 and close it by 2 in the morning. All right. It took quite a while, but you woke up to your TP. It's good. I have missed. Just missed my entry on gold though. Like I missed a very good entry on gold. I missed a very, very good entry on gold. Never moment you miss an entry. But I'm in the trade actually, but with not the best lot size that I should enter with. Right? So that's the case. So for today, let us project what we might expect today if the market decide to keep trending. Right? So this is where Fibonacci comes into play. Just give me a moment. Let me check this. Let me check this guy. All right. It's piping. I entered around here. This 15 minutes typing. Target is this point over here. I'd have entered with a very good lot size anyway, but it is what it is. I was actually waiting for, I think I missed a pullback. Okay. All right. I'll get to that in a bit. So back to, so Fibonacci, let's say you worked with this one already, but okay, let's say this is basically just set it in a way that works best for you, right? First of all, we are having this 150, 100 because we are looking for buys, right? If it's for sales, right? You're gonna see minus whatever. But let me show you. You go to settings. Okay, so this is the settings. Times income is really all right. So this is settings. First off, I'm using dotted line. You can choose not to extend. You choose to extend. But if I have to extend it to the right, you can see, are you seeing over here? They will extend into the future. I want to extend them to the left. They'll be right here. If I take off this, you can see them right at the back. All right. So if you don't want to extend that also, you don't keep seeing charts all over your screen. So the trend line, you can just edit it with any color you want, right? So for the values, I didn't put 0.38. That's the 38% I told you about. I don't usually use it, but that pullback, I could tell that is rated at 38%, right? And also you can even change this to percentage instead of numbers, right? What is that percentage? Percent values. Okay, I think I'm seeing, okay, that's percentage. That's what I'm seeing there now. Yeah, percentage, that's what I'm saying. So you can keep it as values. So if you want to see this thing now, so for the minus, you want to see like you're looking for cells, right? Minus 0.5, minus 1, minus, okay, let me click this. So you can always put in what you want. It is the best way you want, right? Choose your color. You can make your zero levels to be one other color. Make your 100 one level, that's 100 to be one other color. Your 50%, I made it dash, right? I can decide to make it maybe blue or whatever, you know. So adjust it however you want. See, you can take visibility, no things you want to be visible, so many things, right? So let's just save. So you can see my 50% is now blue, right? Why do you ignore this one? No, I didn't ignore it. Okay, why I ignored it in this strong move, right? Yeah, I ignored it because this is a very strong trend, right? In strong trends, yeah, the market tends to do just 38% and keep moving. Very strong trends, it tends to do 38% and keep moving like up. That's just what it is, right? In very strong trends, the market, then in fact, let me add that is it so you can see it. Let's see, not just be like um 38%, 38%, 38% pullback. So I think the boost of 38 should be okay. Let me remove this minus so that you get the point. 38%. It not 38 to be 0 point whatever. Okay, well, let me come minus nine. When I say 38, what is that first zone we marked? I think okay, we work with this first. So let me just I'm placing 100 down just for a reason. Okay. Okay, this one I didn't even get to the 38, but almost at 38. Right. Almost at 38. Right. This is this first move. The second one we plotted was who is the high against should be this one. Right. And this, okay, no, not it should be this and this. This and this, right? You can see it reacted just at the tip of 38, then kept going. Is that to work with this one as well? This high, then this low. That's it. I thought it's kept going. Right. So that's just what I've observed over time. That's what I've observed over time. Now, don't mind that I had to switch it so you can see the 38%. Because I had to show you that, right? 50% serves either way. Either 100 is up, either 0 is above or 100 is below. That's it works regardless, right? Okay, yeah, the market is so for this particular, what are you trying to do here? Okay, I'm trying to know where the market might possibly get to. So really trending up. We work with we work with this, right? And funny enough, the market has reacted to this February gap here already. Okay, let's say we are here when this market was here. Let's say we are here when around 3, right? We didn't know whatever was happening here. This is a low, this is a high. The market came into this February gap. So what am I going to project? I have my February gap here. I have my February gap here. I have my February gap here. So and I entered my trade at this particular point. Who I'm going to target is my 200 or 150. So let's project and hypothetical trade into the future. This particular point, of course, my SL will be right below this candle, right? And I just for 200. Let's see if GBP USD can be that good to hit our 200%. Now you're using Fibonacci. So what you're targeting is just this trend, this move from here to here. are targeting the same move, right? If I do what we call, what's it called? This high. Sometimes you can do something like this from this point to this point, right? Do like a clone. That's when you don't want to use Fibonacci. You can just use the clone. Um, Clone, right? Pick the same thing. Just as it is, place at this particular point. I'm just using this and this. Place at this particular point. Hit. My goal is just to hit this tip. Right? We are just replicating a move that happened there and replicating same move. That's when you want to just use trend line, right? But see how perfect, what's it called? You see how perfect Fibonacci is. So if you don't use Fibonacci, you cannot use trend line. Let me delete all of this so that it will be quite clear. Let me shift this. Okay, no, not. All right. Let me use another color so that's to stand out. Yeah, with clean blue colors and finishing. It's clear, right? And just use trend line move and get something. You want to do something around here. Let's say you're working with this and this. I say, okay, from this move to this move, I have something like this. Let me simply clone this and do the same thing. So I'll personally have similar move when I enter this fair value gap right here. So this is going to be my TP. So you are following the market, simulating what it's doing. All right. If you could make this move, it should replicate same amount of move in this particular way. All right. This is another way aside from using Fibonacci. Get so that's is it about that. All right. So this is our projection for today. So let's do an actual. Let's do an actual. Right. So we have this, right? So the markets now, what I'm going to wait for is a pullback because the market is trending high. I'm seeing a pullback. I'm seeing a favorable gap here and here, right? So I might perhaps wait for the lower one or this higher one, as the case may be. All right, so let me just turn up all of this. I'm in the market now and I want to make a trade. Right, I'm in the market now. I want to make a trade. This is the highest point the market has been. This is a low I'm looking at. This is the last reasonable move. Okay. Maybe I reacted to the first one. I missed this. So I'm waiting for a second favorable gap. So it's either I get in here, say that I get in at this point, or if I get in at this point, what am I targeting? This same move anyway. Right? I can target the same move or half of it. Right. So if the same move from here to here, I'm not be targeting much. The same move from here, say this to this. Or I can decide to work with this and this low, right? Because there's immediate point I'm working with. Enter. I'm waiting for I'm working with what the market is giving me now. This is a high, this is a low, right? This is 200%. I can simply hop in, wait for the market to get at this point. I just choose for this. That's all I need. My SL right below this. Or or right below this low. So it's like the craziest 24 pips. You're risking 20 pips for 24 pips. So this can be crazy anyway. So you can work with this as well. And this high and this low. This is a pullback you are seeing. Right? If the market can do this pullback, then perhaps you can do something more. Right? So, or to be on a brighter side and decide to shoot for. See, even it's even 150. This move here to here is roughly 50% of this whole move, right? And you can see even got to the 50% mark. Oh man, this market sometimes the mathematics involved is crazy and amazing, right? Let me adjust this. Got down almost at the 50% mark, almost the 50% mark this time around, right? So this move is almost the 150% mark. So you can decide to shoot for the 200% and wait for it. All right. So we have an entry right now. Waiting for this trade SL just below here. All right. Then I put it go. So let me see if I can even take the trade now. Let's say buy. Um, as it connected. Let's say buy market. Trading panel. I want to connect this trading whatever. So let's just see the trade and see what we're gonna work with. Why is it not coming up? I need to connect the paper trader. So this is an active trade you are looking at right now. I think I missed another move. Okay, it's paper trading. So you're assessing a buy limit at that particular point. Okay, all right. Let's say buy limits. I want the limit to be yeah, price 1 5. I don't know if I'm getting that well. Buy. I don't know if I got it here. I got CP right above here and my SL right below this point. So I'm risking 114 for possible $300, right? Okay, that's actually it. Let me keep it at this point so that that's fun. So we have an active trade right now. Let's delete all of this and delete this. Our active trade. So wait for it and see. Right? So let's watch how this one plays out right now. So that's it, family. Do you have questions, areas of concern? Let's get to it. Yeah, no questions, right? Mm, okay. So let's watch the market play out. I think that's amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, family. Let's observe the trade, right? Let's watch that happen. I think that will be the end of the session for this morning. Let's hope and anticipate um a very good what's it called? NFP for today. Right? So cheers and have the best morning, good man. Right. Mm.